Alrighty. Alright, I'm back. I do apologize for not streaming yesterday. To be fair, yesterday it was a 9-hour shift that started at 8 in the morning. So, and on top of that, waking up at 4 in the morning, trying to anyways, I ended up finally getting out of bed at 5 o'clock. Means that I didn't really have any time to stream. But anyways, that aside though, I did try to stream after work, but I was just so exhausted that I didn't stay awake. I'm gonna try to make up for yesterday's stream after work, but I'm not gonna guarantee it, and I gotta stop making promises like that, because I can't keep promises all the time. Anyways, I do a good job when it comes to doing what I say I'm going to set out myself to do, but at least for now anyways, because I'm changing my sleep schedule, it's just not happening when it comes to making up streams, or making up for the lack of streams. Anyways, besides that though, just gonna try to finish this color layer and then blend the colors together. I really don't want to do an inking layer because I want to pretty much try to make this drawing look like the reference image as much as possible. And if there's a black outline for the forms, then that's not going to really work. It's going to contrast with the 3D rendering, or rather the rendering of the values, to make it look like a 3D form. So I would just end up wasting time doing something that works against my goal. I'm also going ahead and drinking my energy drink in the morning, or rather before I go to work, and hopefully before I go to the gym, because apparently according to Jeff Nippard's research, it's vital for people like me who aren't daytime people or morning people for that matter to drink caffeine, intake their caffeine before their workouts and before they go to work. So if you hear me slurping on something, that's what it is. It's just my Monster energy drink. Anyways, that's enough talking. Let's go ahead and finish this up. Oof. I'm also trying to do a much better job with my posture while sitting on my my rolling chair, because I'm having issues with my neck, and I'm pretty sure it's just because of bad posture. I checked myself yesterday, and sure enough, I keep slouching and leaning my head forward. So this morning it feels a lot better. Still a little stiff, but nowhere near as much as it used to be. Just do that. And learn to have good posture when sitting for several hours straight. Still don't know how to blend though, because when it comes to actual paint, physical paint I should say, the pigment and the paint will mix with each other regardless of what color pigments are used. But when it comes to digital paint, or the paintbrushes, the pixels are what changes color. And I don't know if the software, or at least I don't know if the software I'm using right now, Krita, is capable of changing the color of a pixel based on two other colors being added or subtracted to each other. However, that way that math works. Because it does work with the, what is it called? Overlay and screen modes for the brushes, and all that does is just make things darker and lighter. No, that's multiply, I think. Anyways, I think the overlay does both. But I'm not trying to make colors lighter or darker, I just want them to mix. And the whole point of using the color smudge engine brushes, like the one I'm using now, is to mix and blend two different colors together. They are using bigger size. I think in the last stream, the mood was kind of depressing, and I don't want to repeat that kind of mood, at least not for this stream anyways, because the holidays are coming up, you know, especially December, going to be the time to be merry and be thankful, all that, so try not to have a late year blues. And it's not for no reason either, but there is some research showing that some people physically react to the seasonal change in daylight, or the amount of daylight anyways, because in autumn and winter, of course, there's less daylight and the hours of the day change, or rather the hours of the sun change, so it rises a lot later than usual, and thus people just don't get exposed to the sunlight as much. And that lack of sunlight, supposedly anyways, according to some of the research, affects people in a way that makes them slightly depressed. But otherwise, like I said, I'm going to try to keep this stream a little more cheery than the last one. As I said in the past, I think I said in that stream as well, that I really don't enjoy talking about my time in college. Oh, I will say this though. At the store I work at, I did have a young customer that had a shirt, basically a shirt that had the logo of the university I went to, that I graduated from, you know, that I went to the studio art program for. And it was pretty cool to just, you know, talk to him about it, at least very briefly. He was in middle school apparently, so yeah, the only reason why he had the shirt was because his father was going to school there, and his mom happened to show up and join a conversation, and he said that father was in graduate school, so was doing his master's program, I explained to him, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I went to grad school as well, and I just graduated from there for my master's program in last December. So, I don't always talk about my college experiences like I did in the last stream. I do, like I said, I do more now more than before. I try to keep things brief and not so moody. I also changed the playlist because, quite honestly, I don't really do that thing I used to do back when I was younger and just repeat the same track over and over again. Because there's plenty of videos like that on YouTube that I used to play while I was in college. The ones that extend a track for like half an hour to an hour or even 10 hours. I would just play that and blast it while I was doing work, schoolwork. And it just keeps going over and over again. But for some reason back then, I didn't mind that. Now, of course, I do because I guess my mind just can't tolerate that anymore. I don't know. Bit strange how the mind works like that. It wasn't a problem before, but now it is. But I think that's just because I have a lot of variety when it comes to musical taste and preferences. Don't get me wrong, yeah, this playlist will still play, still has Deus Ex tracks. It's just that I'm hoping that it's not going to just only play Deus Ex tracks. Oh, there was something else too that Jeff Nippert talked about. Not Jeff Nippert, Jeremy Ether, that's right. Jeremy Ether talked about, which is... Oh. No, it was Jeremy Ether that I was watching. Maybe it was both. I can't remember now. It was either both or one of the two, but Jeremy Ether also talked about the, how people like me who are trying to change their sleep schedule and thus, you know, their training schedule to do stuff in the morning like this. He talked about the circadian rhythm, or basically the biological clock we all have, where our bodies basically normally do things at certain times of the day according to our other scheduled events like eating and working or, you know, doing anything else scheduled time related. And did warn that it does take a while for the adjustment to be adapted to by the body. So it's not going to happen immediately for me to just spring out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning every day. What's funny though is that I talked about it with one of my older coworkers, how he wakes up at 7 in the morning every day, and he made fun of me about the fact that, you know, I don't like waking up in the mornings. But now I wake up earlier than he does, and he asked me, so why are you waking up this early? And I explained to him that, you know, I gotta change my sleep schedule. And I do. That's not like as an exaggeration or anything. Not just for streaming, but for everything else I do and want to do. And he, like I said, he's an older person, an older gentleman. So it's normal for apparently older people to be waking up this early in the morning, just because they don't really have much else to do during the daytime. Since they're retired or don't have any other responsibilities like raising their now adult children, they can just, do whatever they want. Oops, that's not supposed to be red. I mean, that's not supposed to be yellow, that's supposed to be red. Just go ahead and erase that though. Am I slowly... This is a question that I've been having for a bit now, and that is, am I enjoying drawing again like I used to? And I think the answer is still no, but at least now it's a lot more tolerable just because I actually have a workflow, a process I'm familiar with. And on top of that, I'm slowly starting to get more skilled at doing this kind of thing. And also, it makes it more bearable to do this when I'm talking about stuff, and I kind of just try to make myself forget about the fact that I'm, drawing. And the caffeine helps too. To make that bigger. I'm hoping Psychonauts will be on sale. I'm sorry, Psychonauts 2 will be on sale during the Christmas Steam sale, the GOG sale. Because I really want to get that game, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm willing to drop $60 for it flat out, because I never have paid full price for a game ever. And don't get me wrong, I do love Psychonauts and all that, but for a game that's only roughly 15 to 20 hours long, I don't really consider that $60 worth of money. Especially if the game is going to be just as easy as the first one. Now, if there's DLC in the future, sure, I'd pay $60 for that, because then I'm getting more content. But to just pay for $60 straight out of the gate, I don't know. Obviously, his gloves aren't supposed to be this yellow, but for the sake of my eyes, I'm going to make them look like this, just so I can see what I'm doing more clearly. But eventually, I'm going to have to make use of this here, only this area here, for the gloves. Actually, it's a lot more accurate to say that I would have to use this area here. Yeah, because I forgot about the shadows. Alright, that's the left glove. Let's do the right. I think I already saved, but I'm going to save again. Let's hit that. And I've been checking on the Minecraft, the second part of the Caves and Cliffs update for Minecraft, and apparently it's supposed to be released sometime at the end of this year. So still looking forward to it. But like I said, I don't. I said in the past that I really honestly don't care about some of the things we currently have from the first part of the update. Especially the telescope, because the telescope is just a zoom function and one of the mods that already exist for the game. When it comes to coloring and blending values with color for other digital artists, they use masks, the mask function in their software programs, and I need to do some research on how to do that with Krita, because there's got to be a reason why they do it. I'm assuming it makes the process of doing all this easier, but we'll see. Could be for a different reason altogether, unaware of. thankfully today's shift is going to be pretty short. Well, compared to most of the others anyways. It's going to be a 7-hour shift and it doesn't start until 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh yeah. We've also been having a lot of customers showing up. Some of them are coming in for Christmas lights like we expected. But most are coming in for repairs in general and making preparations for the winter. So faucet coverings and we had a lot of customers asking for pressure cookers and mason jars about a few weeks ago. Like for 2 weeks straight, it was just nothing but that. And since I have experience with canning and cooking, not necessarily pressure cooking, but just cooking in general, I knew why they were doing it, and that's just because they were pickling, fermenting food, so veggies and such don't go bad during the winter, which is smart. Helps save money on food and it extends the life of veggies a lot longer like that. Since during the winter nothing really grows, at least none of the stuff in spring summer, right, does. But I need to start making preparations for winter as well. You get an ice scraper or windshield scraper for my car. I'm hoping to order a multi-tool knife sometime soon, a military grade one. Got a bunch of gallons of water and something to use a lot of fluid on for heat. And it's not like, I'm trying to be a prepper or doomsday prepper or anything, but in the case if we experience a snowstorm and we don't have access to water or power for even like a few days, I want to just be prepared for that. And if we end up not needing those supplies, then we can always just use them anytime, especially during the summer, spring and summer when it gets hot again. We'll be needing a lot of water anyways. Getting stuff on my wish list, and I need to start actually getting the stuff, because once this month is over, everyone's going to be having the same idea, and thus everyone's going to be placing their orders, and then stuff is going to run out. With the way the supply chains are right now, a lot of merchandise and equipment is just sitting in the oceans on freight boats, or whatever they're called. Just sitting in the oceans right now, because actually I'm not sure why. It has something to do with either fuel or the pandemic, well, maybe both, but I'm not sure why. All I know is that stuff is not coming in, getting shipped, getting delivered. So retailers are having to scramble to buy stuff from other retailers just to meet their quotas and meet the needs of their clients. I'm not one to promote hoarding and scalping, but no, I'm kidding. No, don't do that. Just be prepared and get stuff early, because a lot of stores may not even have them have what you want in the next 2 months, and maybe not even after that, which is crazy to me how this year is going to end soon, because this will be the first year in my entire lifetime that I did not go to school at all. So it blows my mind, like, whoa, no school? What? Crazy. But this is what life is like when you're not in school. Speaking of which, one of our younger coworkers, I should say, who's in high school right now, has not been showing up to work lately, and I think the reason why is because of they're having to take care of midterms and finals. I don't know if grade school is done like that now. Mirror college, but if it doesn't, I'm pretty sure that grade schoolers still have to take exams around this time of year. Which of course sucks, because everyone's having to scramble and get ready to take these exams so that they can do it before Christmas break shows up. One thing to look forward to if you're if anyone decides to go to college, is that Christmas break lasts twice as long for college students than for grade schoolers. So Christmas break for grade schoolers especially. Come on, man, I typed 5. Why is it doing that? Grade schoolers get 2 weeks off for Christmas break, and college students get 4. So a whole month. It's not scheduled like that. I mean, you get done with the fall semester during the second week of December, around the 11th, or somewhere between the 11th and the 15th. And then you don't come back to campus until that third week of January. I'm gonna need a bigger brush size. Probably a little bit bigger than that, but I'll do it now. Make a good time, about halfway through the hour mark, and nearly done with the hands. And then all that's left is just the shoes and the face. That's it. Something I've noticed, I've done some research on easy game engines to use, as a lot of them, and even a lot of books that are made to teach young people how to code, they're all based in Python. And Boris from Life of Boris said himself that he recommends anyone that wants to code, or learn to code anyways, to learn Python. Python is one of the more popular programming languages right now, and next to C++ and JavaScript. So I might just move away from Java. I would continue using Java even if it was difficult to use, or even though it is difficult to use, let's just put it that way. Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm back. Something happened and I had to be involved with it. But be involved in it, I should say. But we're good. Thankfully, that didn't last more than a few minutes. It's a good thing I was awake. Otherwise, awake this early in the morning. Otherwise, the person I was helping would have been in a mess. Oh, cool. Look, this one next. Alright, cool. There's not much left. Close. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm not going to be able to finish the color layer before the stream ends. At least it wasn't without trying, though. There we go. Alright. So this. Oops. Let me think. Okay. And that is it. The stream. Plain color. It is. Ooh, that's not good. Change that. There we go. For some reason, it just didn't change the color. Oh. Got it equipped. Alright. There we go. That's better. So that's a good chunk of a shoe down at least, and there's not much to it left. It's just shoes and his face, and that's it. Well, the background, but I could just use any color to do the background. Probably make it green or something. No, because he's got green on him. Maybe just a really dark green. Anyways, shade of green. That is going to be it for this stream. I'll do my best to do another one after work. Yeah, see how that goes. But again, I'm not going to try to make any more promises when it comes to making up for a stream I didn't do. And yeah, although I did this, got to cook lunch as well before the stream, and now I don't really have anything else to worry about besides just getting ready for work. I still have plenty of time to do, so yeah. Anything else I want to say before I end the stream? Any announcements? I guess not. And yeah, I'll try to do some research during work, during lunch and my breaks. During my breaks to learn how to blend more effectively with colors, and I guess mix them as well, if that's what it takes, because that's what I do with physical paint, like I mentioned earlier. So anyways, yeah, there's not much more to this than that. And I'll upload whatever streams I've done Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Just get back to the swing of things. Okay, well, I shouldn't waste any more time, and I shouldn't make the stream any longer than it needs to be, so. Yeah. That's it. Peace.